Good morning, everybody. This is Mike Uzena here with my buddy Phil from Menorcan Magic handmade cast nets. I want to do some cut. Well, I've been working on this. It's going to be a 7-foot bait net going to North Dakota. North Dakota. Anyway, with that said, I guess I never get tired of people always ask about the Flying Dutchman. You know, where you just go around your little finger and you pick up the mesh, and I've done that numerous times, but I'm not going to dwell on this. I'm going to put this down and get right to the subject. Basically, what I want to do today, I've got, I had a Javon reach out to me from Portugal. He had some questions about braille lines and hand lines. How many braille lines do you put in a net, and how much hand line? I've touched on this subject on different videos, I know, but not into detail. So I keep getting these different questions, you know, that stuff that I didn't really cover in good detail. And anyway, I got another buddy in Nigeria, Lewis in Nigeria, who contacts me quite often. He calls occasionally. He's working on a net, and he has questions. But I enjoyed hearing from these people from different parts of the world. It means our message is getting out there, and I like to hear from anybody that's interested in this subject. You know, making nets, and if I can help them any way, if you want to just write and say hello, that's also too. But today, I want to work on what Javon in Portugal, his question was braille lines. How many braille lines do you put in a net? And then how much hand line do you put? So what I did, I know this stuff, but if I don't write it down, I won't think of it. So on the braille lines, I've told you this many times, I use a number 15 or 18 on nylon. You have to use nylon on your braille lines. So I've settled down, I've been using number 15 for years. On your braille lines now, I don't like to go over 10 sinkers apart. No, 11's okay, but definitely don't go over 11 if you can help it. Distance between the sinkers. Now, on the 5 and 6 foot nets, on the quantities, I'm going to address how many you put in a net. That's the important thing, and that's going to vary on the type of fishing you're going to do. You know, if you're going to be throwing, like I made a net for Captain Phil Harbor up in Cape Cod. He catches big pogies that they use for bait. They sell them bait in their bait and tackle shop up there in Cape Cod. And so I made him a 10-foot net, and I put 40 braille lines in it. 40's a lot, but I thought that would help him, because when you fishing, you may be most of the time pogies come to shore. They're in shallow water, but they're on top of the water, and you throw your net and you want to bag it right away. So having more braille lines to tuck that thing better, I thought would be a benefit to him, and it did, because he really liked that. Okay, now on a 5 or 6, little 5-6 foot nets, I put 14 braille lines. I just put one in line with each of your tucks. Not your tucks, what the hell am I saying?
Windings.
Your windings, where your windings come down. I put one right in line with each winding row. Ding, ding. When I go to a 7-foot net now, I increase that to 18 braille lines, because this falls in line with that 10 apart. This works out really well if you figure it, because a 7-foot net that we make, you should have roughly 364 meshes around the bottom when you finish. And that's going to leave you with 182 sinkers, the way that comes out. And it changes from each size net, of course. Then when I go to an 8-foot, I increase that to 22 braille lines. 9-foot I go to 26, and 10-foot I put 30. That comes out really well. I mean, this, like I said, there may be some varying preferences in this. Different. I don't think there's anybody out there making this. I don't know what comes in those nets that you buy in a bucket from Memphis Net and Twine or Johnson or some of those people that make these Black Pearl. There's all kind of different manufacturers out there that make these things, and I don't know what they do. I don't get interested in that in panel nets anyhow. So I think I covered that. Now on the Handline. Now I use the 3/8 hollow braid poly. I like to work with it. It doesn't tangle so bad. It's easy on your hands. This little old fine Handline that some of these people are putting on these panel nets is awful hard on your hands if you're gonna fish a lot with it. 3/8 works really well, and color is optional. Now on a little 5-foot net, I usually will put 15 feet, and on a 6-foot net, I'll increase it to 20, 7-foot to 24, 8-foot to 28, 9-foot to 30, and 10-foot to 35. Now, this is going to change dramatically, depends on what kind of fishing you're going to do. You have to increase this on these big nets. People throwing these 8, 9, and 10-foot nets off of a dock or off of a bridge. You've got to increase that. I'm making a net. This guy here, he admittedly tells me he doesn't know what he's doing. Doesn't know anything about a net. He just run across one of my videos and got interested, and now he wants a net. He has no idea. He doesn't even know where he's going to be fishing with it. Or what, I don't get it, but anyway, that's okay. He wants like 45 foot. You understand something now? When you throw that net, when it goes out there, you got to pull that Handline in. You got a lot of excess Handline. That's a lot of pulling in before you get to the subject, you know. But anyway, so it's gonna vary the type of fishing you're gonna do. Now, this figures I gave Hugh on the Handline is on this East Coast. I don't fish out of a boat. I don't fish. I have thrown nets off of docks, and I have thrown nets out of a boat, but I don't prefer that. I prefer to just used to drive up, see the schools of mullet going by. You get out and you walk out into the surf and cast it at the mullet. You don't need an awful lot of Handline because you're throwing that net right in front of you. That's why I'll give you these figures here of that I did. I've never fished, when I was fishing, I fished with a 7.5-foot net. That was the size that I liked to fish. That's what I used. And I would put, you know, like what I got here, 24 foot. Give or take a foot or two, doesn't matter. But that would increase. If I was going to throw that same net out of a boat, you're going to add another 5 to 10 foot to that. That's your call. When I make nets for people, I always ask them, what are you going to be doing with it? Where are you going to be fishing? You know, so I can advise them or ask them how much Handline. I ask the question. I let them tell me what they want. You know, if they're not sure, then you know, put what you think, then I do. But other than that, I think I've covered everything. Phil, did I miss anything?
Just to mention, use bonded nylon.
Oh yeah, yeah. On that, definitely. Anytime you buy any nylon for any purpose, get the bonded. The twisted, it'll unravel. The bonded has got a coating and it won't unravel on you. It lasts better. Everything about it is better. That's a simple word, bonded. Memphis net and twine is perfect for buying your nylon. There's other people out there that sell it, I'm told, but I don't. The only one I've ever dealt with, as long as I can remember, has been Memphis net and twine. They're good people. The price is all right, and they super fast service. And it's a big company. They're going to have it in stock, so that's number 18 on that. Now, if you're going to make a cast net, you know, you want to use number 4. Same thing, bonded nylon number 4. To start it, you know, just learning with, and I'll get into that in another session. But wow, we're fixing to get a little storm here. They've been forecasting these things. I get tickled with weather forecasters. One day they tell you it's gonna be, you're gonna have 80% chance of rain, and 2 days later it's down to 20. So I don't know what to expect. But there's a low pressure system east of the Bahamas, and it's heading west northwest. That's right at us, but it's a pipsqueak, I like to call it. It's not going to amount to very much this time of the year, but perhaps hopefully we get a little bit of rain. It's been awful dry, but I've got a big fig tree out back, and I tell you what, figs are falling off of it because I watered as best I can, but other than that. Okay, guys, love to hear from you. For goodness sake, take care of yourself, and don't hesitate to call me or contact me with any of your questions or needs that I can help you with. Until the next time, I guess, Phil, you don't want to add anything to this?
No, we're good.
We're good? All right, until the next time, for goodness sake, take care of yourself.